Assalamu alaikum dear students. In this lecture we will study about homeostasis in plant. First of all, we see that the plant respond to environmental changes and keep their internal conditions constant. It means whenever there will be a change occur in the external environment, the plant will respond to that change. The changes that occur in the external environment are wider. That means the changes that occur in the external environment that are increased amount, that are in higher amount, so that will be affect the plant body internal conditions, internal environment, and that changes may be a temperature, maybe a salt or water condition concentrations, and that may be a carbon dioxide, oxygen concentration, that may be a nitrogenous waste material. So we said that whenever these changes will be occur in the external environment, that will affect the plant body internal environment, and in result the plant try to maintain their internal condition, and this condition we call it as homeostasis. As we have learned that homeostasis is the maintenance of internal condition of body despite change in external environment. So here, when there will be change occur in the external environment of plant, that will affect the internal condition of the plant body, and hence the plant will try to maintain these conditions to maintain their body at equilibrium level. So we call it that they try to maintain the homeostasis. Plant apply different mechanism for the homeostasis of water and other chemicals. Other chemicals may be in the form of oxygen, carbon dioxide, and nitrogenous waste materials. Now we will discuss the removal of carbon dioxide. There are two conditions occur in plant, one in daytime and other in night time. So first of all, we see that in daytime what condition occur. So the carbon dioxide produced during cellular respiration is utilized in photosynthesis. So we can see that the two conditions occur during daytime. The one is cellular respiration and the other is photosynthesis. And this one is the equation of cellular respiration. In this equation, the glucose that is produced as a result of photosynthesis is aerobically broken down. It means that in the presence of oxygen, it is broken down into smaller molecules that are carbon dioxide, water, and ATP. So carbon dioxide is released during cellular respiration process, and while we see that in photosynthesis, the carbon dioxide and water, it means smaller molecules combine in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, and they make the glucose that is the food of plant, and there is a resultant, a byproduct of gas in the form of oxygen. The carbon dioxide produced during the cellular respiration is utilized in carbon dioxide, and in the similar way the oxygen that is produced during photosynthesis is utilized in cellular respiration to break down the glucose molecules. So the result is that carbon dioxide is not a waste product. So we say that in night time, when carbon dioxide is surplus, that means the carbon dioxide is present in increased amount, in highest amount, because there is no utilization of it. Then we said that why it is not utilized during night time, because the process of photosynthesis does not occur during night time. That why the oxygen that is produced during photosynthesis is not produced during night time, and similar the process of cellular respiration occur in both conditions, during night time as well as during daytime. So this one is equation in which we can see that the glucose molecule is broken down, and in a result carbon dioxide and water molecules are formed, and here the carbon dioxide that is produced acts as a wasteful material. So this wasteful material is removed from plant body through tissues, leaves and young stems and young roots. Plant body remove this carbon dioxide from tissue cells through diffusion process, and similar through leaves and young stem via the specific structure, that is a stomata. And from young roots it is released through diffusion process to the general root surface, or we can say that through root hairs, because root hairs are present on the epidermal layer of plant body. And we said that through in leaves carbon dioxide escape out through stomata, while in young stem it is escaped out through a specific pores that are known as lenticels. So in daytime we see that oxygen is produced in mesophyll cells by the process of photosynthesis, because when process of photosynthesis proceeded, the oxygen is produced as a byproduct. And here the equation show that the oxygen is produced in this process, and after its utilization in cellular respiration, extra oxygen is removed. The removal is occur through leaf cells via stomata. Now stomata are the opening, or you can say the pores that are guarded by guard cells. And here you can see the two structures in the form of bean shape. These structures are guard cells, and the pore that is formed in between them is a stomata. Okay, so the mention that is a guard cells, and guard cells form the stomata. The stomata open during daytime while closed at night time in most of the plant. Thank you.